My dear friends, welcome back to BSpice. In this session, we'll conclude the fire alarm design. In part 7, we'll focus on what? Addressing fire alarm system false alarm. So yeah, I'm not going to bore with fire alarm anymore. So this is the final session. So we will see how to address all these. Okay. Friends, false alarm in fire alarm system can be very costly, right? Disruptive also and detrimental to the credibility of the fire system measures, right? Fire safety measures. So, in this chapter, we'll focus on the common causes of false alarm and explore the strategies to minimize their occurrence. So, minimize in the sense including maintenance, improved detection technologies, and enhanced user education. All these we will see. Right. So, first we'll talk about understanding false alarm. See, false alarm occur when a fire alarm system are triggered by events that do not indicate an actual fire emergency. You got it, friends? Yes. So, common causes of false alarm include cooking smoke, right? Steam, dust, insect, system malfunction, and user errors. So, these are some of the common causes of false alarm. Okay, false alarm can have a serious consequences. So let's see the consequences. Loss of credibility. Frequent false alarm can lead to occupants ignoring alarm, isn't it? So jeopardizing the safety during real emergency. So that is the fact, right? So we need to understand that. So that is the one point. Under understanding false alarm, loss of credibility is a one point. Then occupant panic and disruption. False alarm can cause unnecessary panic and confusion among building occupants, disrupting the daily activities. I hope you agree, right? Then impact on emergency services. Responding to false alarm diverts the emergency services from real emergencies, potentially delaying the response to genuine fire incident. Then system downtime. Repeated false alarm may lead to the system being deactivated or ignored or leaving occupants without protection, isn't it? So these are the things we should understand actually. First of all, we should understand the false alarms. Okay. Now, so we know the reason and we understand the false alarm. Okay. Now, how to minimize the false alarm? Through a maintenance. Of course, regular maintenance, inspection are critical for reducing false alarm, right? So proper maintenance can help to identify and address the issues that could lead to, false alarms, ensuring the system functionality, right? So let's see how to minimize this. First, we need to focus on the cleaning and inspection of devices. Regularly cleaning and inspection of smoke detector and other initiating devices to remove dirt or debris that can trigger false alarm. So that is one thing which we normally do and we know that. Second, verify sensitivity setting. So this is also very important. We need to check and adjust the sensitivity setting of detector in line with manufacturer recommendation. So that is the point to avoid false alarm, right? Then test and upgrade the software. Regularly test and update this fire alarm system software to address any bugs or issues that could lead to false alarm. So this all the area where we can minimize the false alarm through maintenance, right? Then enhanced detection technology. Okay. Incorporating advanced detection technology can improve the accuracy and reliability of fire alarm system, including false alarm. There is no doubt. So let's see what are all those. There are many things. Very importantly, the multi-criteria detector. See, multi-criteria detector in the sense it combines different sensing element, smoke, heat, carbon monoxide to make more accurate assessment and reduce false alarm. So this is very important. Multi-criteria detectors. Then we have an intelligent algorithm. As we highlighted earlier in our earlier section, AI-driven algorithm can analyze the data from various sensors to distinguish between the real fire events and false alarm triggers. See how much is the advantage of having this intelligent algorithm, right? Then we have a aspirating smoke detection. Aspirating smoke detection system use the air sampling to detect smoke particles early, so thereby reducing the risk of false alarm caused by transient environmental conditions. So these are the enhanced detection technologies. Okay, then few more to address. Then, of course, user education and training. Proper user education and training can significantly reduce false alarm. So, how? By fire safety training. Okay, this is the one. And see, fire safety training in the sense, we need to educate building occupants and staff about fire safety, including how to use fire alarm system correctly, the consequence of false alarm, and importance of reporting the potential fire hazards. That's about the fire safety training. Then we have fire drills and evacuation exercise. Okay, so conduct regular fire drills and evacuation exercise to familiarize occupants with the fire alarm system operation and appropriate action to take during maintenance and fire emergency, right? During fire emergency. Of course, this we have been doing this, right? So this is about the user education and training. Then we have false alarm management protocol. See, implementing a false alarm management protocol can help to minimize the impact of false alarm. So thereby improve the system response to genuine fire emergencies. So what are all those protocols? One such is a two-step verification. Consider implementing a two-step verification process at an alarm. Just you don't have to go with one alarm. So just go with the two-step verification for certain alarm, requiring a secondary confirmation before activating the entire fire alarm system. So that is one such thing. Then we have a central monitoring. Utilize central monitoring services that can quickly assess the validity of alarms and verify them before before dispatching emergency services. So central monitoring. Utilize central monitoring services that can quickly assess the validity of the alarms and verify them before dispatching the emergency services. Then the third one is alarm delay and verification zone. Introduce an alarm delay and verification zone to give occupant time to investigate and verify the alarm cause before initiating the full evacuation. So that is also one of the method. Okay, protocol, false alarm management protocol. Then the last but not the least, collaboration with the fire authorities. See, collaborating with local fire authorities and emergency services can lead to better understanding, isn't it? Yeah. So let's see how to collaborate. Okay, false alarm reduction program. We need to participate in local false alarm reduction program and workshop to stay informed about the best practices and initiatives and data sharing. Share false alarm data with fire authorities to facilitate better understanding and analysis of the causes of the false alarm. So these are the aspects, friends, we should focus for addressing the false alarm. See, to conclude, addressing false alarm in a fire alarm system require a comprehensive approach. What are all those? That combines proper maintenance, advanced detection technologies, user education, and of course, collaboration with fire authorities. Additionally, by implementing false alarm management strategies and staying informed about industry advancement, the facility owners and the fire safety professionals can significantly reduce false alarm, enhancing the overall effectiveness and reliability of fire alarm system. Okay, so that's all, friends. Thanks for all your support for all the 7 section. So I'm not going to bore with you anymore on this fire alarm system. So thanks again. A big thank for the support. Yeah. See you in the next interesting video. I'm going to talk about something on the SCADA for electrical and instrumentation engineers. Very interesting topic. That is also like this. We'll cover in various sessions. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye. Take care.